Hello friends, and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail lore deep dive. Today we are scratching the surface of the powerhouse of the Xianzhou Yaoqing, General Feixiao. What makes General Feixiao one of the most relentless forces in the Xianzhou Yaoqing? Is it her unyielding drive, her harsh past, or perhaps the legacy of her fallen mentor? Let's dive into her story and find out. As of making this video, Feixiao isn't playable and I probably won't have her for a while. So everything here is based on what we know so far, and of course this could all change as new information drops in future updates. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Feixiao isn't just another name on the list of generals. She's a legend shaped by a gritty past and a powerful connection to her mentor, General Yueyu. Known as the Merlin's Claw, Feixiao is one of the 7 Arbiter-Generals of the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Don't be fooled by the impressive title, she's not into the flashy stuff. She prefers to be called the Lacking General, lacking in things that weigh people down. No worries, no regrets, and definitely no rivals. Feixiao's style is unrestrained and straightforward, like a laser-focused missile locked onto her target. She's not sitting on the sidelines, she's in the thick of the action, commanding troops and leading by example. Under her command, the Xianzhou Yaoqing has become a force of nature, especially in their aggressive pursuit of Abominations of Abundance. Feixiao's Verdant Knights are known for their precision and ferocity, racing into battle on their Yaoqing starskiffs like a swift pack of foxes, sleek and relentless, chasing down their prey. Feixiao isn't messing around. Her Verdant Knights took down 5 different abomination forces in just 1 year. Now that's the kind of efficiency you'd expect from a perfectly executed hunt. But Feixiao didn't just rise to become a formidable general overnight. She came from humble beginnings that would have broken many others. Her early life was marked by hardship. She mentions that her people, the couleur, were treated like food and slaves for war. Imagine starting life as prey caught in the clutches of predators. That's the struggle Feixiao had to escape. And Feixiao's past isn't just a sad tale, it's the fire that fuels her relentless pursuit of victory. She knows all too well what it's like to be at the bottom of the food chain, and that's why she fights like a cornered fox, with nothing to lose and everything to gain. She's determined that her people will never be reduced to prey again, and she's willing to risk it all to ensure their future is free from the shadows of their past. At the heart of Feixiao's journey is her relationship with General Yueyu, the mentor who shaped her into the leader she is today. General Yueyu embodied everything Feixiao aspired to be: strong, respected, and steadfast in her dedication to the Xianzhou. Their bond was more than just a matter of duty. It was deeply personal. General Yueyu was Feixiao's hero, a beacon of light in a world often darkened by struggle. But like any great story, tragedy struck. Yueyu's death wasn't just a setback for Feixiao. It was a turning point. In the Myriad Celestia trailer, Feixiao vows to grant rest to General Yueyu's spirit. This isn't just about paying tribute to a fallen mentor. It's Feixiao's declaration to carry on Yueyu's legacy and take it even further. It's a promise that fuels her every day on the battlefield, driving her to lead with the strength and honor that General Yueyu inspired in her. After General Yueyu's death, Feixiao didn't just step into her mentor's role. She charged in with full force, ready to blaze her own trail while still honoring Yueyu's legacy. She took on the title of general not as a mere successor, but as someone driven to make her own mark. Feixiao's leadership style is all about action and taking responsibility. She doesn't just give commands from the rear. She's right in the front, leading her troops and setting the pace. Feixiao pushes her troops just as hard as she pushes herself. There's no room for slowing down. Under her command, the Xianzhou Yaoqing doesn't stop until every threat is eliminated. And when it comes to the Abominations of Abundance, it's personal for Feixiao. Feixiao. She's not satisfied with simply defeating them. She is on a mission to eradicate them completely. To her, as long as a single abomination remains, the battle isn't over. In the Myriad Celestia trailer, we get a deeper look into what drives Feixiao. She's described as entangled by twin veins of clashing fate, highlighting her inner conflict between calm strategic thinking and raw, unbridled fury. It's like she's balancing the roles of a cool-headed leader and a fierce warrior, with both sides constantly at odds, but coming together when it really matters. The relic set based on Yueyu and Feixiao further emphasizes this journey. The Valorious Mask of Northern Skies represents Yueyu's vigilance, with her eagle helmet that has auxiliary eyes, symbolizing her readiness and clear sight even in the darkest battles. And in her final moments, bathed in divine light after witnessing the fall of countless comrades, echo her unwavering dedication to the cause, a dedication Feixiao continues to carry forward. The Valorious Bracelet of Grappling Hooks reflects the fierce tenacity of the Verdant Knights under Feixiao, who fight with claws as sharp as the beasts they hunt, representing their refusal to become mere prey. Feixiao's promise to a young Foxian, "Join the Verdant Knights and seek revenge against your wolf-headed masters," highlights her empathy and her leadership's tough love. The Valorious Plate of Soaring Flight shows the Foxians' journey from oppressed to oppressors, crafting porcelain armor to soar above their enemies, just like how Feixiao's leadership empowers her troops to rise above their hardships. And lastly, the Valorious Greaves of Pursuing Hunt symbolize the relentless pursuit of freedom and justice. Feixiao, who has walked the path of thorns, continues to guide others toward a better future, even if it means facing her own struggles along the way. These artifacts not only serve as a tribute to Feixiao and Yueyu's bond, but also encapsulate the essence of what it means to fight for a cause greater than oneself. This Relic Set story embodies the spirit of resilience, sacrifice, and the pursuit of freedom that defines Feixiao's legacy. Feixiao's story is about resilience, determination, and keeping the promise she made to her fallen mentor, General Yueyu. She's not just fighting enemies, she's fighting to honor Yueyu's legacy and to build a future where her people no longer have to suffer or bow down. Her leadership goes beyond just winning battles. It's about living up to the values Yueyu taught her while forging her own path. In the trailer, Feixiao says, she's making it clear she'd rather end her own life than let the moon rage take over. This shows her fierce commitment to her cause, a commitment that's as unyielding as she is. Feixiao isn't known as the Great General just because of her strategic mind or her victories. She's the living spirit of her mentor's teachings and a true symbol of perseverance. She's leading her people toward a future where they can stand proud, free from the shadows of their past. Every abomination she defeats is another step toward making that vision a reality. She's the true embodiment of never back down. Never back down, never what?
Never back down, never what?
Sorry for the Himiko jump scare, but I have a very small, very thin, correct theory that Feixiao may end up dying, or at least coming close to it in this Xianzhou arc. We could see Feixiao leading her Verdant Knights into a major battle, but things would take a turn if the moon rage starts to overtake her. Rather than becoming a threat to her own people, Feixiao would choose to go out on her own terms, which lines up with her words from the Myriad Celestia trailer. It's her promise that she'd rather die by her own hand than let the moon rage win. This theory fits Feixiao's character well. She's all about control and defining her own fate, so a self-sacrificial end would be the ultimate expression of her values. It also ties back to the lessons from General Yueyu about courage and leadership. If Feixiao does die, it won't just be a sad loss. It would be a rallying cry for the Xianzhou Yaoqing, motivating them to continue fighting in her honor. Now, this next short little correct theory suggests that Feixiao might be part Borisin. Considering her past and what we know about Foxians, it's plausible that the Borisin who enslaved Foxians like Feixiao and her family could have exploited this situation. If the Borisin took advantage of their Foxian slaves, it's possible they created hybrids, which might explain why Feixiao exhibits moon rage, a trait typically associated with the Borisin. If Feixiao is a hybrid, her story becomes even more complex and tragic. She's not just battling abominations, she's grappling with the legacy of those who enslaved her family. Her struggle isn't just external, but also deeply personal, involving her own identity and what it means to be a Foxian. Her journey would then be about more than just defeating enemies. It would be about redefining herself and her heritage, tied both to bravery and a painful past. This theory adds more depth to her character, showing that her battles extend beyond external foes to include her internal conflicts. If it does turn out that she is truly a hybrid and faces an epic showdown and doesn't die, she'd have to tap into a hidden reserve of strength to overcome the moon rage, turning her resistance into a personal triumph over her lineage when she emerges victorious. To wrap it all up, General Feixiao is a fierce and determined leader, shaped by her tough past and the guidance of her mentor General Yueyu. From being part of an oppressed group to becoming the formidable Merlin's claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing, her journey is all about leading from the front and never backing down. She's not just fighting battles, she's proving that she controls her destiny. The theory that Feixiao might sacrifice herself in the next arc fits her character perfectly. Faced with the threat of moon rage, she's made it clear she'd rather go out on her own terms than let her affliction take over. A heroic last stand would be the ultimate way for her to protect her people and keep her promise. Whatever happens, Feixiao's legacy as a strong and unyielding leader is set in stone. She's more than just a general. She's a symbol of resilience and determination. Her story inspires those around her to keep pushing forward, no matter the challenges. Whether on the battlefield or remembered as a legend, Feixiao's impact on the Xianzhou Yaoqing will always be felt. And that's my deep dive on Feixiao. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you love about Feixiao or which other characters you'd like me to cover. I love reading your theories, so feel free to share them below and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my next lore video. Once again, I am Movie, and thank you so much for watching.